Continue the previous one on a beautiful morning. Mahiro wakes up to meet the sun. And then she went down to the house and she muttered, "I wish you two would wake up early sometimes." But when we get down to the kitchen, then you saw a horrible sight. Your brother's sitting down to his own breakfast. Mahiro panic. Flip to arrange the necessary items to avoid natural disasters. After calming down, her brother explained, "From today, the convenience store will sell my favorite anime bag. I want to leave early or not." Mahiro. My brother got up early and went out, so I was very emotional. She was crying as she walked her brother to the door. After spending a whole morning searching, Mahiro bought what I wanted. He was laughing at himself and enjoying the victory, Mahiro. Suddenly, I saw everyone around me staring at me. Then he sat and squeezed his legs to reveal all their rows. Embarrassed, Mahiro left in a hurry. But on the way home, you're attracted to the game center. After entering, Mahiro, I couldn't control my excitement and screamed nostalgically. However, instead of violent fights, you photo booth for girls. Mahiro enjoys filter beauty one after another. After taking pictures, look at yourself and laugh. A man's heart suddenly rises, and he screams, wondering what he's doing. When a group of girls arrive, Mahiro rushes away. Then you choose the game, play music to the beat to enjoy the piece. But not too long behind Mahiro. Suddenly there's an AI, and he's staring at you. So that's the instructor. He thought. Mahiro skipped school and kept asking for his name, home addresses, things that scare me. Mahiro comes home swooping into Mihaji's lap, crying like a child because it's scary outside. Mahiro said to himself, "It's been a long time since my brother realized himself. Go out and meet something like that. If you don't do something later, he'll keep hiding in the house." Then she decided to take her brother to the salon. To do hair, the shopkeeper is very kind, but Mahiro doesn't like this. The owner kept talking to Mahiro. "I haven't talked to strangers like you in a long time." Overloaded with smoke. After cutting the hair, wash your hair. Mahiro is enjoying himself and thinking, even going to the salon is NDT 0. But when the shopkeeper's bowl of fruit, surprise facial massage while washing your hair, then going to the salon was the best thing for Mahiro. When washing your hair, Mahiro must once again return to the barber's chair to drain her hair. The shop owner is still the same and keeps talking to Mahiro. I couldn't take it anymore, so I chose a solution. Great is sleeping. After being called up by his sister, Mahiro, I saw myself in the mirror with beautiful hair. I liked it too, but when I was asked, I was shy. The next day, Mahiro is sitting in the game as usual. Mahiro, wearing a costume, he barged into the room to threaten his brother. She laughed and said it was Halloween. And get Mahiro ready to go to the masquerade party. Keide's house moves, the doorbell rings. When you open the door, there is a Loli in front of your house, in extremely cute wolf suit. It's the same saying, give candy or be teased. But when you look closely, everyone is wearing normal clothes. Mahiro is embarrassed that he was cheated by his sister. After changing clothes, Mahiro joins everyone at the party. There's pumpkins on the table that look delicious. Everyone was eating and having fun. The evening ended in everyone's laughter. The next morning, Mahiro was playing a game. I have a problem that makes my sister depressed. Mahiro does not know how to solve. My brother is... The doorbell suddenly rings. Outside is Momiji with two friends. They came to invite Mahiro for ice cream. You try to find an excuse to stay home, but Bihaji took the opportunity to put money in his hand and push Mahiro out to go with everyone. To Momiji to introduce Xiao, two of his friends. This redhead babe is Mijo, and she's very active, and the other one is Asahi. They had just met, but had known each other for a long time. I've just talked a few sentences and turned to fun. Everyone's ice cream is served. Asahi wants to feed Mahiro because he looks cute. Momiji again. You should eat a spoonful of ice cream and give Mahiro his share. Three of them just have fun, and Mido just sat there laughing quietly. After the ice cream, everyone goes home together. When they broke up with Mahiro, the girls said, "See you later." That's what made Mahiro think. After coming home, even in the shower, Mahiro was still thinking about what his friends had said. After the shower, Mahiro getting ready to get dressed. I think my clothes are a little strange today. When I put it on, I knew it was my sister's old uniform. I thought she was teasing me, but Mahiro, I called you back to talk very seriously. Opening sentence. I've prepared the full file and background for you. Before she could react, her sister said with a smiling face, "Let's go to school, brother." Mahiro is standing on the platform, next to the teacher. You're introducing yourself. Please help each other. Then get back to your seat. Mahiro looked out the window with a depressed expression. I don't know why I got caught up in the plan of my sister at the right time. The other girls are in Mahiro's seat. Start a conversation and throw a series of questions that stun you. Your face. However, his fear of contact with strangers still persists. At that moment, Momoji appeared and saved Mahiro. Then the other two girls, talk to me to help you get used to your new environment. All that day, I asked Momoji to help me. Mahiro, I walked around the classroom and talked to everyone. After school, everyone comes back together. Go down the stairs, Mahiro. I'm sorry to tell you to wait. But because of old habits, Mahiro, without hesitation, plunged straight into the south toilet and stand in the tub. At that time, the two men standing on both sides did not understand anything. After staring at each other, Mahiro, I saw Sai, so I rushed out and went to the women's toilet. At this point, the two girls also followed Theo and entered the other two rooms. Embarrassed, Mahiro decided to stay home. I just went and read the spell that's coming soon. At the front door, you plug your head in and run straight in at the speed of light. Unfortunately, he hit his sister and fell out. A 7-bar shout echoed through the mountains, and the AI knows what happened. The next morning, Mahiro was sleeping. Even though you are tired, you still have good clothes. Step out the door. I'm going to school, and I'm waiting for you today. Momiji just walked away. I don't know why my bag is so heavy today. Mahiro class has a fitness class today. Let's go out and help each other warm up. Mahiro asked Mijo what to study today. When you know it's a ghost, Mahiro has a headache and a stomachache because of his disgust. Mido thought that. Mahiro arrived at the red light, so he alerted the teacher. So I'm out on vacation. I don't know why I'm free to run. Mahiro sits in the shade to cheer people up. Of course, Asahi dynamically hit the finish line first. Then there's Momiji and finally Mido. Mahiro gives them water to drink. Then asks Mijo, what did you tell the teacher that you were excused from running? After being told, Mahiro was choking out because of the symptoms. I accidentally said that I caused a misunderstanding. Mahiro ate with his sister that night. When asked about school, it's a little fun to talk outside Mahiro's mouth, but the joy was on my face. The mouth is laughing. The mouth licked slightly to make her sister satisfied and happy. The final exam is approaching, so Momiji went to the Mahizo house to study group. Momiji was surprised by all the posts. No matter how difficult math is, Mahizo also solved it, and solved it correctly. But the truth, for someone who's been through 7th grade math, is still too easy. With you, Mahizo. The reason for this is because of your two doctors. Momiji also fell in love. The morning after Momiji and Mahiro, I was walking to school when I met Mijo and Asahi. However, the Asahi girl is always active. He now has the face of 7 gods. Too much knowledge for the test. Mahiro, she encouraged her friend to try to get her spirit back. It's time to check. When the teacher gives the order to start, Mahiro, if you look at the exam, you know how to do it. You're happy to put pen to paper. In my head, I think I should do something wrong. The absolute point is a bit odd. Can do some posts. I looked up and saw my friend sleeping. Be kind to wake up. Then Mahiro looked out the window. Feel the Chan Shark wind mixed with the warm yellow sun. So comfortable, I decided to take a nap. The teacher's cue card awakened Mahiro. But when you look at the paper, it's almost half completed. The lady at the table turned down to collect the cards at her behest. Mahiro tried to resist, but gave up. I'm determined to take it back in the rest. But the next subjects are the chronology. Mahiro, plants and strata are all tied up. Only in English can you do it. Until the point where Mahiro's face is like a dumpling. I thought my friends would laugh, but I was wrong. Asahi, my eyes are bright because I know that I have a teacher with me. The other two friends are there to comfort you. Mahiro is very happy. Knowing his brother's score, the face of Mihaji, it's a little wrinkled. However, Mahiro, he examined himself by write down the papers that ban gaming and paste it on my game. So Mahai, not only not nagging, but also increasing pocket money. Give him the next day during the housekeeping hours. The teacher told the whole class to make cookies next week. If you want to add any flavor, bring it with you. And the usual biscuit ingredients the school will provide. Mahiro's group is excited. We went back to the classroom to see what biscuits to make. Mijo said he loves to make cookies, so Mahiro breathed peace of mind in our group. It was fine, but Momiji soon extinguished that peace of mind. She whispered into Mahiro's ear that even though Mijo likes to cook, but the level of cooking is like some kind of chef king. The name is Chayan. When Mahizo asked the other two girls if they knew how to bake, their eyes are also hidden. On the way home, Momoji thought of a solution. She invited Mahizo to her house and asked Kade to teach her how to bake. After understanding the love, Kade, I also decided to help my two sisters. They washed their hands and started making cakes. 3 people do different jobs. But after that day, there's a secret cake recipe that they've learned. That's when they made the cake. Just thinking about who's going to eat that cake, and with all the love, the cake will be delicious. On the day of making cookies, Mahiro's group agreed to make pink tea cookies. They made the powder together, according to the instructions in the book, until the results are very smooth. But the last step is to create. Cake mold is Mido's super chef talent. Suddenly rising. You get a big 8 to pop in and make a giant cookie. But thanks to Asahi laying down his head, that's enough to keep the powder safe. And then they came together to shape the cookies, size for normal people to eat and finally to bake. After 10 minutes of waiting, then a batch of delicious rosehip cookies comes out of the oven. Momiji pioneered the poison test first and gave a safety signal. The teacher heard the smell and came right after. But knowing this is Mijo's group, the teacher just pulled herself up, just wincing and tasting the biscuits. But then, the teacher was surprised because it tasted so good. After going back to school, Mahiro, I was afraid to give my sister the rest of my cookies. When she knew it was her brothers doing it, she was thrilled. Animated Mahiro hides into the room, gently biting cookies. She was in tears, praising deliciously in happiness. After a long time of laying down and tasting honey, too bad, in the words of Mahiro, now I'm on a long winter vacation. Mahiro has sniffed the dangerous smell. I'm afraid my brother will be playing games from morning to night. So Mahiro texted Kaede for help. In the meantime, Mahiro has seriously written a timetable for, I am not beyond the expectations of Haji. My brother's schedule is healthy. Sleep until noon and wake up to eat. After eating, play the game. Go to dinner, watch anime, read manga, and go to bed. Mahiro excitedly embarked on the timetable, right by playing the game. But in the middle of the game, the doorbell rings. His sister suddenly grinned. Mahiro, I know something is wrong. At the door is BA baby Loli. Mahiro's friend came to join the party, sleep at Mahiro's invitation. But I can't remember when I invited them. The sister in the back is smiling. They then played games together while waiting for Mahiro to cook. Rice is ripe. Mahiro called everyone in to eat. After dinner, Mahiro and his friends played a game. Because he lost, Mahiro had to go to the kitchen to wash dishes with his sister. They think about what to play next, but because it was getting dark, they decided to take a shower. Mizo has offered to be showered group sex lick and keep the water hot. Mahiro, it's wrong to think about bathing with Loli. I decided to take a shower with my sister. I can't show you the Loli boy's bath, for fear of YouTube feeding sticks. If you want to see it, you can go online. Close the door carefully or the FBI will come. Mahiro, after taking a shower, I brushed the mattress with my sister. Asahi with cute dinosaur pajamas, and the other two girls came in later and helped brush the mattress. After finishing, the Mahiro told the girls to sleep early and leave. After you say things. Mahiro just came out of the room when the cute dinosaur has waged war. She landed a pillow in the middle of Momiji's face. Momiji's counterattack caused a civilian to get a stray bullet. Mango fall. Mahiro tried to stop two of you from eating a pillow. Between face and rage, join the counterattack. The battle was very intense. The dinosaur is about to unleash a devastating blow. The Emperor came into the room to stop them for making noise in the neighborhood. All four then chose a more feminine one. It's about telling stories. Asahi pioneered a story. I always go through. Every night the devil flips the pillow. And every night when you go to bed, there's a baby. Fuck messing with Asahi's pillow bed. And even changed her sleeping position. I also know how to measure this story. It's because you made it up to avoid sleeping. Rolling around my head. But only Momiji is to believe and fear that demons flip real pillows and cover tight blanket. So we all turned off the lights and went to bed. But it didn't stop there. Momiji wakes up in the middle of the night, sad to go to the toilet. But for fear of Asahi's story, I didn't dare to go and decide. Mahiro woke up feeling cold at the same time. I can see that my blanket was taken by a dinosaur, stolen, so Mahiro decided to wake Momiji up and ask her to sleep. In the dark night, with the wind outside, Momiji heard someone call her name. I looked up and saw a whole shadow. I thought the devil flipped the pillow, the water broke, the water overflowed the embankment. An artificial spring called Momiji has swept away her blanket. They had to take it to the wash. Mahiro, he then gave up his mattress and went to sleep with his sister. The next morning, Mahiro, I received the stream I created yesterday to avoid Chomomiji. Shame. However, the Mijo girl may have understood the story. When Mahiro was wondering where Asahi was, she was still sleeping in the room. The episode ends with Asahi opening his eyes. My feet are all over the window, and the scared expression, calling out, the pillow-flipping demon, appeared.